Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992, as smooth as always, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with a brand new episode of the Spfl show. And don't worry, this week I've clicked on me so you can see my face rather than Ryan just doing this. Have you seen it, Ryan? You seen the footage back?
No, actually I've no.
Oh, it's fantastic, because I accidentally clicked on your face, so you're sitting like this when I'm talking. So like the first 3 minutes of the video is just on your face.
I did not know that. Oh, that's brilliant. Fantastic. This is why they need an out of
context. It's the best thing you've ever done.
So I can keep up with this kind of stuff.
It's the best thing. Thanks for watching the content, appreciate it. Anyway, lads, we're back with a brand new episode of the Spfl show, so let's just get to the guest then, shall we? And I've already spoken to him, so let's make it 2 weeks in a row. As you say, I always pick on you, Ryan, and never let you go first. Ryan, on you go, mate.
Well, nice to be back once again.
Thanks for that, man. Right, goggsy 99.
Goggsy, get the best for me as well. Fast forward me as well, please.
He's asking me fast forward upon request. Oh, fantastic.
Fast forward.
Someone's, I think it was you last week, that says just one big pixel, and ever since you've said that, that's all I see.
Nah.
It's like I'm playing PS1.
So if somebody could translate for Goggsy in the comments, that would be great also. Fantastic, so that we can read at them and understand them. That'd help for the show.
I'll reply by fire.
Not a word of that. Anyway, moving on to the last game. It's the brother in blue as always, sharpdiv himself. Hello, Div.
What's happening?
Hello. Nice.
I'm not as exciting as the other guys. You know, Goggsy's got his soul tied and his Motherwell bedding behind him. Ryan's just fixing his hair and stuff. I'm just there here with a white background and a white t-shirt on. Do you know what I mean?
Keep it classy, mate. You're the classy one, it was all. That's it.
Thanks.
There's always one in the news anchor team. You're the classy one. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I've got my man of the match award here as well. Actually,
that's weird because so they are.
Oh, lovely.
Just this. I'll just put that back over here.
I believe I'm severely uncredited in man of the match awards.
Yeah,
it's hard when you've got 12 minutes on the part, to be fair. But anyway, lads,
a good 12 minutes.
A good 12 minutes. I'll give you that. Alright, let's get into the Scottish football then, shall we? And Div, we started with you last week, so let's get to you first. What game would you like to speak about?
Oh, I'm going to start us off. A blistering pace. A blistering pace, and we're going to get right into it. Right into the midst of it. It's St Mirren versus Hamilton.
Nice.
Let me get my notes up for it. If I can find the couple of lines that I've looked for it. So if you didn't know the result, guys, it was nothing each. Not much happened in the game either, actually. So I'm struggling for what to actually say. There was literally a couple of red card incidents possibly, and that was about it.
I think we've picked the perfect way to start off the show, going with the most exciting, exhilarating game of the weekend.
Well, that's what I like to do. The running formula for match of the day for the last 25 years is picking the shit game last and keeping people invested. We flipped that, and I like it.
We try and start as worst as possible, right, so that everybody could just leave. That's what we try and do.
And then just the
because it can only get better.
I know, exactly, Gogs. It can only get better. The hardcore fans stick with us, and as the show goes on, it becomes good. So, welcome for that.
Good.
Right, so there is a couple of things I want to discuss very briefly, and I want to get your opinion on this. It's the red card for Hamilton. It was 2 yellow cards, obviously. Kurt Broadfoot doing what he does with his dark arts, seems to tell the boy to stay down first, says to the referee that he's elbowed him, then sees the guy getting up, so then looks at him, he's like, fucking stay, get down, fucking stay down and kid on your hut, and then the guy ends up getting sent off. So I just wanted your opinion. Was that sending off for yourself?
Absolutely not. I thought that the first one was a definite yellow card. The second one, it was not an elbow. And do you know what it reminded me of? The whole Broadfoot and McLaughlin situation. Have you ever seen that interview with Thierry Henry and Cesc Fabregas, where the interviewer asked Cesc Fabregas, did they foul you? And then Thierry Henry goes, say yes. And then he says yes. It was kind of like that for Big Brothers. Being himself, the absolute scumbag that he is, just telling him to stay down. It was never... We actually seen the same thing happen in another game, which I thought it was a foul. We'll get onto that. But where a player's just holding his face, it's embarrassing. You're being recorded. Do you know what I mean? It's not like there's a cameraman there that's going to capture it. And it's just embarrassing, isn't it? It's absolutely embarrassing.
Ryan, what was your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean...
please.
Cheers for that, Goggsy.
Cheers, Barry. Thanks, Gogs. Cheers for chipping in, man. Appreciate that. Right,
That's beautiful.
All I was going to say is I can't really add much more on what Div said. Take away the Thierry Henry stuff. I wasn't going to add that in, but apart from that, I pretty much nail on the heat sort of situation. It's one of the ones, you wish there was just a way to kind of abolish all of the nonsense out of the game, but it's always going to happen. Camera there or no, some people like the attention. I mean, Div, you put it perfectly. What else can I add, really?
One thing else we should say, by the way, there's a lot of arguments about VAR this weekend. VAR would have sorted it, but also we saw the downside of VAR this week as well. If you watch the Spurs game or anything like that, there's a lot killing the game. So it's weird because we either, in Scottish football, have the referees who are constantly getting it wrong, or we go to VAR and they're constantly getting it wrong. Where do we go? What
See,
do we do?
I think the thing that we forget is, and this was a point that I thought was very interesting, is not just that we always go and blame our referees, and the standard of the, we know the standard of refereeing in Scotland is absolutely terrible, and it's just a point I just want to pick up on very quickly. Thursday night we saw a game managed by a Spanish referee in France, and shocking decisions were made. Celtic's maybe had another penalty, and it happens all over Europe. We just don't see it week in, week out, game in, game out as much as we do here. Referee needs a hand. Probably VAR is a way to go with that, but I do agree it is killing the game slightly. But in these situations, maybe it is what we need just ultimately to see to get the fairest results on the puck.
Do you know what we need, Ryan? We need also goal line technology.
Hey, Div, we spent all our budget on the spray that vanishes, alright?
You're right, actually.
We spent all our budget on that. So
only we spray cans you can get out of gift.
There's no by any means would I be backing up the referees' decisions in our country. As I said, standard is shocking, but we jump to conclusions a lot. We've got to remember the refereeing worldwide, isn't he? Very great.
On the flip side, though, if you actually look at the game, there was actually a clear red card that should have happened again. I've got to feel bad for Hamilton in this game because the St Mirren guy. Div, you want to break this one down, mate? Because I reckon.
Yeah, so there was a wee incident off the ball, which resulted in Kyle McAllister kicking Scott McMahon in the face.
Yeah,
we studs. Very blatantly, I may add. And yeah, he was given a yellow. So again, great refereeing.
Superb.
And that's pretty much what happened.
Aye, that's kind of. I mean, there was a half-hearted shout for a penalty, but for me, it's never ever a penalty. The guy literally froze himself to the ground. It was a really disappointing game of football because I've been really impressed with St Mirren, and I mean they did create a couple of half chances. I thought the captain again was their best player, number 7. Again, he's the one with a bit of something special. But I keep saying it every week: if they had a goal scorer, they'd be sorted. They just can't score goals.
No.
That was basically the note that I wrote down. I mean, they need finishing training. That's what they need. They need to just set up. You go to FIFA, you get the 5 drills, just send all 5 finishing, bang,
hey,
get all
FIFA, come on now.
They just talk like funny this week.
There we are, keeping it clean. Right, let's move on to an actual good game of football this weekend. That was fucking brutal.
We spent too much time on that.
Far too much time. I mean, we're probably lost.
I had 3 notes for it. Like, wow.
Aye, same.
Awful. Right, let's go to yourself, Ryan, because I'd rather die than go to Goggsy right now.
Right, that's fine by me. I'm just going to get out of the way because it was a pretty generic game, not much to speak about. Celtic versus Kilmarnock. Celtic continuing their 100% start to the season with a win at Parkhead. Now, a very, very good performance. I think Neil Lennon put it perfectly after the game, was saying he's got everything out the team that he wants. The performance was spot on. Tactically, nothing was wrong. It was a fantastic goal from Kilmarnock, don't get me wrong. It was a bit of a shaky start. But even when we did go down 1-0, you look at that Celtic team just now, they're performing great. I had the fullest of faith would come back and win. Brophy, good finish, wee bit of deflection in it, but who cares? Because we came back 1-3-1, Edouard continuing his form, Forrest looked great. Ultimately, we are looking great at the minute, and it's going to take something big for a domestic defeat right now. I think maybe it will come round to odd fun time or something happen, but right now we're looking great, and it's true. I'm not just begging us.
Can I just ask you if you've took your bottom ribs out? Because that's what it seems like you're doing right now. If you get that reference, by the way,
look, look, if we done this show,
self-fellatio.
If we done this show 3 years ago, if we done this show 3 years ago, CJ, you would never have heard the end of it. So do you know what? I'm getting the mixed time back here. Look, I
wouldn't even be able to tell you what happened about 3-4 years ago in the top division. Remember that time when you were telling us about some of your classics back in the day, Ryan?
No, I'm saying I mean the year Rangers came back when we won.
I mind that boy though that you had that when you told me and CJ played up front for you, we were like, who on earth is that? What was his name again?
No, the boy for Ajax.
Mind, he signed a boy for like 2.5
Oh,
million.
Derek Barigta. That was
Derek Barigta.
That wasn't 3 years ago. It was about 7 years ago.
And then Ryan turns round and tells me and CJ that Motherwell finished second 2 years in a row.
Missed it.
And we were just like, fuck yeah, hell. Did that
You
happen?
should remember well.
I thought it was mythical.
You remember the break?
I've tried to erase that.
The
I've
bread
tried
hat.
to erase that from my memory. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right,
No,
Matt.
but
Goggs
ultimately,
muted himself now in the chat.
Is he?
That's super.
That's great.
that's what you call that. That's
All
what
the
you call
best.
a guest.
I was just like, why is my screen flashing? Oh, Goggs is muted, and now he's talking. Well,
He's talking.
He's still muted.
He's funny, isn't he?
You know
life.
what? This could work well anyway.
He's
Let's
on another
quickly.
show at the same time, I think.
Right, great.
On a rival show.
I'll quickly wrap it up and say.
Sunderland.
Sunderland
Fantastic.
talk show.
There we go. Can hear him now. Nice
There we
to see you,
go.
Goggs. Great
As I
performance
was
from
saying,
Celtic. That'll do.
Those 2 years that we finished second, my God. They were
Goggsy,
fantastic.
man, that's bad for you. That was just total interruption. Ryan was getting into a point there, and you just like fucked off for 5 minutes and came in and just interrupted.
Sorry, the Sunderland Wi-Fi is not that great.
I had Wi-Fi.
Bed sheets.
Shite Wi-Fi just follows you, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
I forgot how bad Sunderland is. It's so far out. You just cannot get good internet there. That's
No.
It's a known fact.
I mean, they've just
4G?
discovered
What?
fire here.
They just got broadband. It's got the ADSL.
So remember, guys, get translating for Goggs in the comments, as I did say, and help us all out a wee bit here. That'd be great.
Brilliant. Right, you
Thank
see,
you.
I just want to ask for a Kilmarnock perspective, Ryan. Did you see enough? Because obviously they started off a little bit slow. They got a good result last week. They showed enough fight. They clicked under this new manager finally.
Well, I think I maybe clicked. Maybe not quite there.
Right.
We clicked, but they're definitely showing improvement. Like they came to Celtic Park, and within the first half of the hour, they made life difficult for us. They took the lead, and even towards the end of the game, when we were up 3-1, they were still fighting. Their heads never dropped.
Anyway.
Just, you know, they done well. I would say that as Alessio, I think honestly, I do believe that he'll get something at this squad. Maybe it might, if it takes too long, I might not get to finally see that.
Yeah.
But honestly, they didn't look far off being, you know, at least half
brave.
decent the other day.
So
They were brave. Brave is the word. Brave performance. That's good.
And
We
is that
found
the
a level, I think, to a certain extent now, Kilmarnock, and I think they can get a wee bit better. At the start of the season, they were playing like relegation fodder, and they've lost a lot of players as well. But now I think they've kind of found a level, a mid-table team, I reckon, that we're looking at there in Kilmarnock.
I just want to shout out Jamie Craig, by the way. He's watching from Australia, so thanks for that, mate. I don't know what time it is, but I think it's very early there. So cheers, man.
Good day, mate.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Straight into there. I just want to say as well, Ryan, is that the second penalty Foster saved already since he's came back?
Yep, they saved the penalty against Hearts and sadly conceded the rebound. That's one thing, just quickly. With him in goals for a penalty, I've never felt so confident.
Because he's huge.
He's 6'7". What a mammoth
Is he 6'7", aye?
6'7",
Shit,
huge.
man.
Quite sick though, is he?
He has got to be the only goalkeeper which I've ever sat down and thought to myself, this hasn't gone in. Fantastic. It's great.
I know.
Man, that's nice.
Everyone's saying, what's wrong with CJ's volume? Can everyone hear me?
I can hear
you loud and clear.
I can hear you.
Perfecto.
Even Goggsy can hear me and he's got 2-bit internet. What's happening here? What's cracking here?
I know what is going on.
1 bit.
Not a word of that. Right, moving on to the next game, and we're going to try and hand this over to Goggsy 99 after break down the Motherwell.
Here
Remember,
we
Goggs,
go.
slow, precise, your shite internet, calm yourself. Go for it.
Thank you very much, CJ. So, here we are talking about Motherwell's slump against Ross County on Saturday. Ross County joint fourth with us after beating us 2-1. The hosts controversially had a goal disallowed through Declan Gallagher through the first half, which was the only action worth reporting on during the game. And then the second half comes. We take the lead through Alan Campbell, lovely wee bit of play through Devante Cole, and then Alan Campbell left foot finishes with a plum. But then Brian Graham finds a fantastic finish after Michael Gardine's allowed about 4 acres through the middle of the park. Right, my throat's a bit dry.
Take a drink, mate. It's alright. We're here now.
No, we're not here all night.
We're here. We can be like, you know what I mean?
Jake Carroll got a second yellow after 2 stupid challenges.
Should have been sent off in the first one.
And then Ross Stewart.
So Ross Stewart.
He's a good laugh. I mean,
He shouldn't
guy's a
have
good
even
lad,
started for the stupidity. He's...
Aye.
Definitely.
Anyway, as I was saying,
It's like you're reading an article for the
Ross Stewart
Reformer.
made late off to ensure one.
Gogs, it's just the word in this week, mate. Honestly, we've not got a fucking word here.
As I was saying. No.
Gogs, you're not working, mate. Try and fix it, right? We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you in a minute because like the people are like commenting saying they can't hear fuck all. So there's
For Goggsy, we'll come back to you in 10 minutes, mate.
Have a wee look, see what you can sort the internet there. Right, lads, let's break down the Motherwell game then, eh?
Let's go for it.
I have no idea what happened in the game, apart from my notes, actually. Goggsy's not really helped me out much, to be honest.
I mean, I love how the top note that I've got for Motherwell Ross County is let Goggsy speak.
Everybody's calling for that now. Hashtag it.
We tried, and well, that's that note.
I want a Gogs out, just in context. That's what I want, a Twitter, so I can find out what he says every week. That'd be perfect. Right,
I think that Goggsy, sorry to interrupt, but I actually think Goggsy's still got a dongle, mate. I think that's his. I don't know what's happened there. He's failed. He's flailed it. Oh, no.
Right, Motherwell.
Goggsy, can you just delete myself?
The red card there, the red card. Should have been a red card in the first place, you said, CJ. I agree 100%. With you on that. I've got that down. First tackle, I think he should have been right off the park.
It's the precedent that's been set this season. There's been 3 occasions. Jordan Jones won versus the Jason Cummins guy. And then you've got 2 other incidents, the Hamilton player, and then there's another one in I think it was one of the Livingston games as well. So it's been the precedent. If it's a dangerous late challenge with no attempt at the bot's a red card. So I don't know why he muffed that. Never a yellow. Should be right.
I think it was a yellow.
No fucking way.
I think it was a yellow.
That's why you get booked in a charity match. That's why.
I don't think I did. I think you made that up.
Alright. I just make
I should have actually, because I pulled the guy's top back. It was a wee professional foul. For me, it was a professional foul. It was a yellow card. But it definitely deserved to be sent off. I think. To go back to the first half, Gallagher's disallowed goal, for me, it was indeed a push on the back. I know it was soft.
Clear push.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yep. Ryan, he's just watching the game.
Can you see me now?
I'm looking at my notes to see what I wrote about it. I couldn't fight. But I agree.
Goggsy's going to assume. I don't actually know what to assume for him.
I think you see him for Goggsy is post at sea.
We can hear you, Goggsy, aye. In bits. Do you know what I mean? We hear one word a bit, and then 2 minutes later we hear the end of the sentence.
Superb.
Perfect.
Right, we need to get this fucking show on the go, mate. People are watching this. Let's go. Fuck me. Right, David, continue.
So something that I took away for the game that I thought, I don't know if Goggsy will agree with this, and I thought that Motherwell had enough chances probably to win this match. Obviously they went 1-0 up.
Oh yeah,
they had a number of chances. For me, they have some very exciting players. We've got Donnelly, Campbell took his goal really well. It shows that they can play a wee bit as well. But I personally think that Motherwell are missing a number 9. They're missing an out-and-out goal scorer. And in games like this, I think that's where you're needing that wee bit of goal scoring instinct. And it just, although it did come through a really nice goal, I think with a proper striker, you're going to beat Ross County in this game. Me personally, I think they had enough to win. Because if you're watching the game, I felt like they had a lot of control. They had a number of chances. And Goggsy, what's your thoughts on that? Do you need a number 9? Please go well.
We've been crying out for a number 9 since Louis Moat left. But I think our problem from this game was we were too comfortable at 1-0. We didn't go for a second goal. And then look what happened. Came back and bit us.
Yeah, one thing I just want to say as well, by the way, we kind of take none too much away from Ross County. I thought the second goal was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I mean, look at Foster.
Both of the goals were brilliant.
Right, calm yourself for a minute. Fucking did you start? You'll be punted as well, like Goggsy was about to be. Right, because Richie Foster, back-to-back games now. Everyone was laughing when he signed for them, saying he's a crap signing. He's got 2 assists already. Back-to-back games. What's happening?
I mean, it's just the Ricky Foster effect, isn't it?
Is it because he's dyed his hair blonde now? Is that what it is?
I think it's been blonde for a while. I think he's he's been a wee bit funky for a while now. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Ryan, what were you saying, mate?
So,
I was saying, just to the point that you made about the Ross County second goal, I think both the Ross County goals were lovely. Can't take it away from him. Done well. Look, that's one of these situations where, as Div said, if you've not got somebody up there to take a chance for you, the other team, there's nothing they can take away from Ross County.
Definitely.
They went up, they took their chances at something that Motherwell couldn't do. I think it was it might be one of the games that was a shocker, and then people would look at it and go, wow, Ross County went away, Motherwell got a win. But
shouldn't it be?
honestly, I think it was Ross County well deserved. By the way, just they played it towards the last 15 minutes of the game. They showed the fight, they showed the desire, they looked hungry, and they've come up to this league with a tremendous amount of hunger. And that was a prime example in the last 15 minutes of that game.
That's exactly what I've got in my notes here. I've just got Ross County once again being brave. I mean, we keep talking about teams that come up here and park the bus, and we've got some teams in our league that's putrid to watch, and Johnston's one of them.
Putrid, what a word.
I know, fantastic, isn't it? But again, Ross County, I'm excited to see how they play against like the Celtic and Rangers, to see if they continue that braveness. But the players that they've got, I kind of see them being a park the bus team. Do you know what I mean? They've not got players for that. And I think Stuart, once again, the big boys, absolutely outstanding.
It's like something similar to Norwich, and the way the Norwich managers came out and they said, "No, I'm not going to park the bus." Like, it's kind of like, I know I don't think the Ross County managers ever came out and blatantly said that, but you get that same kind of vibe. They've came up with a team and you go, "Let's go for it. Let's do something. Let's entertain the fans."
Why just park the bus and get relegated like it's happened to them in the past? Why not go for it and at least fight for it? So got to respect it, and I like that in the Scottish game. Right, moving on to the next game, we'll go back to yourself, Daniel.
Okay, coming back to me. Let's go for. Have we spoken about the Aberdeen game yet?
No.
We haven't, have we? And I know. I think we'll get this one out of the way as well. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a nice game of football. Why am I just picking the terrible games?
I know, games.
I don't know. I just like to get the nonsense out the way first, and I thought that this game was one of them. You know.
See, to be fair though, even though you're saying that, Livingston in the first 15-20 minutes should have been up.
They done well. I thought they cut the motum at times, Livingston. They done what they done. They've got good midfielders, we know that. But they didn't take their chances. And I've actually, in my notes, although Aberdeen get a number of chances, I've got in here that Aberdeen don't give their defence any protection. As we've spoke about previously, Shinnie's been a big miss. They've not replaced him. They've not got somebody that can protect. We saw that in the first couple of chances that Livingston had. Just absolutely told him a new one. McKenna getting told about like I don't know what. And Lewis, which is really surprising for me, is looking shaky. He made a mistake in the second half where he just like comes out and he palms the ball right to a Livingston player.
Should have been a goal.
And he should have scored, ends up hitting the crossbar or the post or whatever. And I just think right now, although Aberdeen end up getting the win, which is a sign of a good team as well when you're not playing well to get the win.
Definitely.
There's just no filling me full of confidence, and as an Aberdeen fan, if they're watching that, I don't think that they'd be too happy with it either. No. Going down there and their defence, McKenna, they talk about him being an £8 million player and stuff like that. Where is it? I don't see it. And now Lewis is adding to that, not playing very well. It's not looking decent for them.
One of the things I fired in there as well, I thought Livingston badly were missing Dykes. Obviously, he's serving his suspension. I think if he was playing in that game, they'd have scored 2 or 3 goals. Like, honestly, because even the one where they're breaking through and he goes to tramp it, the boy misses it. He's in there at his opportunity. He's trying to grasp his opportunity to try and show that he can be the striker. And he just flops it. He misses the ball to roll it into the empty net.
Yeah, and they brought in. I think his first name's Chris. It might not be Chris Erskine. I'm pretty sure it is. Who's been been a wee bit of a yo-yo player. He's played a lot in the Championship. He's played a lot in the top league as well. And he had a good chance in the first half as well, which he just obviously put over. And surprisingly, I was thinking to myself as well, they were missing Dykes because although he didn't have the greatest starts, he was still influential. We spoke about his goal-scoring abilities. Yeah. Even in the Rangers game just past, he was really good until he gets sent off. He caused problems, and they definitely missed him.
One of the best notes is, by the way, can we all talk about that slide challenge for the penalty? That is the worst challenge I have ever seen in my life. What was that?
Like the whole.
I think it was a pitch, honestly.
The whole basis of my notes spawns around one comment, and honestly, from what I've seen from the clips that have been selected by the BBC to watch, It is the worst game of football I have ever seen in a long time. It's a horrible representation of the Scottish Premiership. It is disgusting. There is one, I don't know if you remember the highlight. The Livy boy gets the pass, he goes to shoot, he falls right in his arse.
Aye, that's him. That's the new striker.
Aye, he just falls right in his arse. Gone. And then there's the tackle for the... It's just a horrible...
And the pitch. The pitch to add to that was just dreadful.
It's the only thing I could speak about. I was hoping that I was now going to have to be the one to bring up this game because, in brutal honesty time, it was an outrageous game. And I do kind of agree with what you're saying, Dev. If I was an Aberdeen fan, I wouldn't be, despite walking away with the 3 points, I'd be looking at performance, think to myself,
Jesus,
that's not reassuring.
And even the Cosgrove penalty, the guy falls as he hits it.
Aye, look, everybody has an off day, but this is a football game. It was stinking, absolutely horrible. And hopefully it doesn't happen again.
I want everyone who's watching that, if they've not seen the challenge, go to watch the highlights and skip it to the last minute or two of the clip and watch the foul for the penalty kick. He honestly sprints all the way back, doesn't he try to slide challenge him, just fucking jumps into his legs with his own arse. It's unbelievable. Also. It's unbelievable. Please go and watch it. One of my highlights of the week, if I'm honest with you, he's made it in. He's in the 5 players of the week just for that.
Fantastic.
But again, you've wrapped up. Absolute awful. Goggsy, we're going to attempt one more time. Anything else you want to add into that? Superb.
No, I'm echoing everyone else, but I do think Livingston on another day could, or had it maybe even been on a grass pitch, Livingston would have at least taken something from the game.
Definitely. 4 or 5 clear goal scoring opportunities there. I heard you a wee bit there. I'll give you that one. But anyway, let's move on to the next game.
I'll try.
And I'm going to pick the derby of the weekend because we built this up because if you've been watching the channel for a long time, we're not the biggest fan of Levine. And we thought this may be the day that we finally have to stop talking about is Levine going to be sacked. I thought it was going to be the day, lads. I really thought we're going to get rid of him so we can move on and find new material on the show.
Absolutely not.
But just like my own channel, keeping the content the same. I've got to be honest with you, the game of football was built up to be the 2 teams battling, 2 managers battling to keep their jobs in. I don't know if it's just me. I'm going to put it as a wee bit flat. Like, there were some good moments. I mean, the first goal was fantastic.
It happens with every I honestly believe every Edinburgh derby the same thing happens. We get handed a very, very meh game to watch after tremendous build-up.
I mean, the first goal was absolutely sensational, and I love the winning goal by Hearts because they won skill move, but just apart from I thought I'd see Hibs going at it more, and I don't know, it was a strange one. But anyway, the breakdown of the goal, Malin, Div, last week you says Hibs need him to step up with a performance in Daysahan.
Aye.
I think he done it. You know what I mean?
Aye. He done something, but his players couldn't help him out.
No.
Any bit, could they?
No.
Malin's got that in his locker. He's not shown up at all this season so far. He's shown up with a goal there. I do think that the goalie is I know that I might be taking away from a tremendous strike, but it wasn't like Al McGregor saved it, put it that way. No, Scott Bain would have probably tried to fly kick it or something, man. But no, it was actually a good strike for man. They get the goal. It was a poor game again. Like, there was some chances. It was flat. I thought Hearts fans were actually decent. They brought a decent support and they were quite loud also.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant, Hearts.
But the game, it wasn't great. Once Hibs took the lead, Hearts just kind of took over, I thought, in the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so. And as you says, oh my God, that skill move was...
How do you pronounce this guy?
I just call him Uchi.
I'm just going to call him Izzy. That's what I'm going to stick with.
Izzy? Oh, Emilio Izaguirre.
No chance. I mean, he probably was. He was born right. But we need to talk about the equaliser, because actually, as a set piece in, Berra's strong, manages to hold. The guy's basically ripping Berra's shirt off. Very reminiscent of Connor Goldson's goal versus Kilmarnock. If the defender cares more about getting the ball, he probably stops that goal from happening. But he's trying to just pull Berra down. Berra heads it on to the big boy. And you just talk about an absolute animal who is willing to fight and die for the badge. I mean, Hearts owe him a lot because he actually holds off like 4 people at one point. They all try and kick him. They kind of get to him. The big boy does what he does if you give him an opportunity, and that's smacking to the back of the net. But that's not my favourite part of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, he done a skill move out in the wing, and it's the greatest thing. It's the best moment of the season. He's out in the wing.
Outstanding.
If you know who I'm talking about, he's a big boy. He's built. He's strong. Not the fastest. I'm going to say that. He goes out in the wing, as that's probably the place you want him to be, Craig Levein. Anyway, he goes out there, does 2 step overs, and how would you describe
It's like he's trying to do 2 around the world. Do you know how you do around the world?
The game
like,
just kind of
a fucking leg of a run.
The game
kind of like that.
Stands still for a minute. It's like the whole time and space around him just stands still, and he does it. It's fantastic.
Everybody's just looked at him and went, is he attempting a step over here? And before they knew it, he'd done 2. 10 seconds had passed and the ball was away to Hickey. It was in the net.
It was like he hypnotised the time. See the old step machines for like the 90s, like you just step up and do it. And that's what he done to the ball. And even the Hibs defender was like, is he supposed to be doing son? And then he hesitates, he passes it to Hickey, and Hickey blasts it, gets a deflection obviously, but I'm so happy that class is an assist. That is this. If that doesn't win assist of the season, I've gave up.
It's beautiful.
Oh, sensation. Go and watch it. It's on my Twitter as well if you want to go. Fantastic for the big man. But again, wee bit disappointing. But if I'm honest with you, Glenn Middleton came on with about 25 minutes, I'll say, and he nearly got Hibs back in it single-handedly, wins it in the halfway line. Hickey, I believe, tracking him by, skins him, skins another guy, comes in the middle, hits a good shot, it's well saved. So that was a wee bit of inspiration there for Hibs. But again, the badly lacking goal scorers. They've not replaced the guy that left, who some people say looks a wee bit like me. I didn't agree with that at all. Stop the memes. But yeah, just very disappointed in Hibs. I did think the funniest part as well, apart with the skill move, was the fact that Hibs were singing Levein's getting sacked in the morning when they were winning 1-0, and then by the time it went 2-1, Hearts started to sing it about Hex. That was sensational, Hearts fans. Well played. Well played, lads. Well played. But is there anything else you want to say about the game?
Hibs need
actually, the only thing I want to add is that we spoke about Machinima last week, Machino, and I talked him down. Do you know what I mean? Machinima. But actually, thanks Goggsy for chipping in, mate. But I actually fought for the goal. See the first goal, he was the one that fought quickly and went, I'm going to take a shot here, and then he puts the delivery into the box. I thought he had a really strong game. Thought he was outstanding. And Heckenbottom, check.
The only point I want to look, Hibs are in big trouble. Canberry's off, Marlin's off. The whole defence looks so everybody they need. I don't know. I think it might actually be time for them to make a managerial change or something. I'm never usually one that kind of rallies out for any manager to be sacked or whatever, but they need serious big time change at the club. Going off the game, look, what a hit for Marlin, fantastic goal, but it's one of the things. It's not going to change his season. I think they need something massive very quickly.
I know what they need.
Managerial change. What's that? Is it?
Mixu Patalainen.
I thought you were going to say something. I thought you were going to say the game, but okay.
I mean,
no.
It's too soon to say that.
Way too good. He's too good.
He doesn't want to stoop to that level. Right, we're going to go through it, lads. I'm sorry for having to do this again, but we're going to talk about the manager sackings. So,
wow, great segment.
Let's do it, right? So, Paul, is he getting sacked, Ryan?
How soon are we talking here?
This week, because of the loss.
I think they're going to give him one more game.
One more? Gogs?
Yep.
One more game for Paul's second bottom.
Not a word of that. Dev? No, I'm joking, mate. I heard that.
I kind of heard that, to be fair.
Go, mate.
I think if they were going to sack him, they would have sacked him the day or straight after the game.
Yep.
So I think he'll get one more game. However, I do think that he should have been sacked straight after the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's got the team fighting. I mean, you can say what you want about Craig Levein, but he won that derby away from home. His players.
I know.
That's exactly.
And then he came on the pitch afterwards and he was like hugging the players and he was just wearing a big pair of jobby catchers. Did you see them?
Obviously.
They
were Levein attire, mate, he's a fashion icon.
It looked like he was starring in Step Up in the streets or something like that.
The thing I said last week was that Hibs just don't look like a team. And
fair play.
It's just reflected as
they just don't look like a team.
They just don't look like a football team.
Look like a team.
Are you still picking out to finish third?
No, I never did
I'm really
that.
surprised if Celtic's going to drop that many points.
It was actually hard to predict third this season. I have, which is even worse.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's bad.
I picked Hearts for third this season.
Right, and the last thing I want to say, by the way, for the people that continue to say about Hearts getting, the Hearts manager getting sacked, my favourite thing, I already fired this in the group, lads, you've already seen it, but as sporting director and manager, Craig Levein has been receiving calls as a sporting director about the potential sacking of the manager for them to get the job. Do you know what I'm saying here? So they're phoning him and be like,
facts.
What's happening with the manager's post?
That's an interesting phone.
And he's like, wait a minute, I'll just pass you out to the manager. Hello. This is Craig Levine again. No, I'm fine. So that's just some of the parts as a football club. He's taking his own calls on whether he's getting fired or not and getting replaced. Superb parts. Well done.
No.
Brilliant. Right, let's move on to the next game and we'll go to you, Ryan.
I'm really just doing this every week.
I went to Div, so it's back to you.
It's getting beyond a joke. Beyond. And I'm not happy. Final game to speak about today. St Johnstone Rangers finishing 4-0, as you know. CJ, Div, take it away on you go.
No, on you go, I want to hear you.
What, you want to hear me?
Hi.
You want to hear me? Jesus Christ. Well, the over the line controversy. Do we begin with that, perhaps?
I mean, what controversy? It's not over the line.
See, to be honest, for so long, I was fooled for that one angle. I was like, it's over the line. Then I began seeing your tweets about it, CJ. And I was like, it's clearly over the line. Then I seen the second. Then I seen the second angle of it, like the one for like side on, and I was like, it's not over the line. For so long, I was convinced it was over the line. But no, Rangers going out, get a dominating performance. They're both strikers scoring goals. It's what you want to see as a Rangers fan, as I would imagine. Different CJ.
Before we jump over, I'm not even taking the piss here, mate. I just want to see what you thought of the first goal for Alfredo Morelos. He's literally punted the ball in his own halfway line. He's back to the defender. The fact that he can not only skill the guy, but through. So I just wanted your thoughts on that.
One thing I've got wrote down is it's a fantastic goal for Morelos. There's no doubt about that. Fantastic goal. I don't like him, just to add in, but it's a good goal.
Like you either, to be fair. I heard he calls you a wanker all the time.
I'll wait till
wanker.
We'll see if he says it's in my face.
I mean, he probably.
Cheers,
Gogs, for chipping in there. Appreciate that, brother. Right, Dev, I've already done my saying yesterday. Is there anything else you want to talk about on the actual game itself? The beautiful 4 goals.
Before we get into the game a wee bit, I put up a post on the Instagram. If you're not following it, you should do so. And I'm going to put it out to the people that are watching the stream as well. Who is the best striker in Scotland at the moment? We're going to go through the statistics so far. So we've got Sam Cosgrove, 11 goals in 974 minutes, 1 goal every 89 minutes. Jermaine Defoe, 8 goals in 14 minutes, 1 goal every 64 minutes. Odsonne Edouard, 8 goals in 1,178 minutes, 1 goal every 147 minutes. And Alfredo Morelos, 12 goals in 929 minutes, 1 goal every 77 minutes. So undoubtedly, those are the top 4 in the league so far, and they've all had a really, really good start to the season. So get involved in the comments and let us know who you think is the best striker and who'll finish top goal scorer.
That's a good one. Do you want to go around us? Do you want to give it just if he's the
go for it? Why not? Why not?
We'll start with yourself. Out of the 4, mate, who you taking after you've just heard the goal breakdown and what they're doing with the minutes and stuff like that?
Defoe, class is permanent.
Did he say Defoe? That's a surprise. Oh, fair play.
Yes.
Fair play. Is there any reason why?
Because I've always admired him as a striker, but that was before he went to Rangers.
Oh, for God's sake, thank you.
But yeah, he's a fantastic player and he's lucky to have him.
It's the fact that he's not even starting all the games yet. He's still like beating everyone's goal tally. That's how good he is. Mm-hmm. It's frightening.
Yeah. And actually, in the league, to add another wee one in, he's actually scored 1 goal every 46 minutes of play in the league, Jermaine Defoe, which is a blistering start for somebody that isn't starting games.
It's disgusting. Div, you want to pick your one, mate? I can't know your pick.
So I'm going to pick the boy Alfredo. I think that he's the best player, like right now. No, obviously Defoe's past his prime. I think that Morelos is best player, does the most in the 90 minutes, and he obviously scores the most amount of goals as well. But I think all of the strikers are actually really good, and they're good to have them in the league. And 2 in particular, Morelos and Edouard, we've got to keep them in the league, I think. Well, Edouard, he can go, do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't mind if he goes. But I think the 2 of them are actually really good for the league. And all 4 of them have had a great start to the season.
Brilliant. Ryan?
Answers Edouard. It's going to be Edward.
And then unfortunately, it's going to go kind of the way like the Rangers boys pick the Rangers, but I'm sure you mean it for yourself. We're not just picking because they're biased, and then we all have our own opinion.
Like the way I look at it is, and this is a way I'm once again, I'm not. There's plenty of players, and I can admit when I say Morelos, fantastic goal scorer, Defoe, great player, always has been. But Edouard for me currently is the best, not just striker but player in Scotland, and that's why I think he'll finish top goal scorer. I think he is marvellous. As Div said, it's fantastic for these players to be in the league. Hopefully we can keep them around. But there's just so much in Edouard that it's just that he's the whole package. It's great, and when he stays fit, he's so dangerous.
It's actually a really interesting conversation, isn't it? Because if you look at Alfredo Morelos, he grew up in a really poor village. He's not had the best coaching all his life. He's went to Helsinki. He's still not getting top coaching there. He's only really getting top coaching as of coming to Rangers Football Club, and only for the last 2 years. When you look at Odsonne Edouard, he's been through PSG at all age levels. He's had top coaching, which shows on the park as well. I think technically he's a really good player. He's a fantastic finisher. But time will tell, obviously, in time, and the both of them are really good strikers, so it's good to have them in Scotland. But obviously Edouard can fuck off as well.
The way that I just the one thing, and obviously TJ hates when I bring this up, but the one guy I obviously think back to is Mr. Dembele. Have to think of him, but there's a lot of similarities in the way both of them played. Like Dembele didn't have the goals per minute situation start.
I totally disagree, but
wasn't massive in Dembele's favour. A lot of times people are saying, scoring this many goals a minute, but now he's away potentially the best striker in the Ligue 1 at the minute.
Apart from Mbappe.
Just Mbappe's not a striker though.
He is.
He's a winger. He's naturally a winger. We've got natural positions here, CJ. Natural positions.
Did you fucking Football Manager me, son? All right,
just one of these situations. I think Edouard is just so talented, and Morelos is talented as well. But I think Edouard will finish top scorer.
And just to give you my opinion on it, I think I rate them kind of unfortunately as much as I didn't like Edouard. He scores in the big games as well, so you've got to give him credit for that. But for me, especially this season, I think there's a difference in Morelos this season and even the season before, and especially his first one as well.
He's always getting better.
He's frightening. The fact you can just kick a ball at him. I thought his best performance was against Feyenoord, where he absolutely bullied two very experienced centre halves. The entire back line was terrified of him. Like honestly, every time he touched it, you should see them. They'll shut himself backing away. And I just think for someone that can occupy four, I think Edouard's very good because he's got very good players around him as well. Like he's still a very good player on everything. Like I'm saying that, but Forrest is there. Goals coming everywhere. He's brilliant at link-up play. But Morelos, you can kick a ball at him and he'll run.
And he'll make shit happen. He'll have
So that's
Morelos will have fucking so many chances in a game as well. He makes stuff happen by himself. And Edouard, for me, is an outstanding finisher. When you give him the chance, he puts it in the net. Yeah. But it doesn't create a lot of his own chances, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a slight on him either, by the way. Because Jermaine Defoe's
which isn't
a goal creator. He's lived his life with being a poacher, so that's not a dig either, by the way.
I think as well, though, I don't know, you obviously don't get the same kind of week in, week out experience as me as Edouard. I see where you're coming from with the goal scoring, but Edouard is fantastic at carrying it. Like he can carry the ball for the halfway line, move forward, protect the ball right to the very end. He's great at holding up the ball.
He's technically really good,
He's just
does he do it enough in the 90 minutes all the time?
I feel like he does it. He's one of the players who I feel like he gets a lot of, especially for the Celtic does. He gets that criticism the same as what I mean when it comes to Dembele. I see resemblance. A lot of them think he's lazy just because he's a bit, he's probably not as you look at Morelos. Morelos is always 100 mile an hour moving forward. But Edouard's a bit more catch-up, but when he moves forward, I feel like he does make a lot of great chances. But he I don't know, I feel like he takes a lot more time and assesses the game and gets himself into those positions. In that sense, I do believe he's as responsible for making just as many chances as what Morelos does.
Fair enough. And one big thing we need to say as well is how drastically Morelos has improved his discipline this year. He's been absolutely stunning. Since obviously, I made the video on it when he never got the call up to the Colombian squad. The manager's done a fantastic thing picking 11 people ahead of him. That was like a major statement. And I said that in a video, if you go back and watch, I'd be like, that'll hurt him badly. And obviously, it was reported that he was devastated and he was very upset. And he's just earned his way back into the squad, so congratulations in the squad again. And I think that's made him screwing the nut. He's just opened a school up to help people like him. So I really think this season he's just going to take his game to the next level, if I'm honest with you. And you can see that, especially in European football, the fact that they are fucking terrified of him.
Yes.
That's a good discussion. There's been loads of comments, by the way, and I've got to be honest with you. Morelos is tipping it, but there is some love for Edward as well coming in here. Although, like, the way it spells always throws me off because Google spells it, like, you've seen this before, Ryan. I've showed it. They spell it Edward, don't they?
Yeah, there's a few times you can see odds in Edward.
Like, it's weird. But again, I've not seen one comment for Cosgrove, which, I mean, I'm not really surprised when you're top of the audience. But again, he's a good striker as well. Big lumpy lad, and he's only going to get better as well. He's kind of the throwback striker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aye, and obviously he's the one with 11 goals. He's the one that's second to your man Morelos
Aye, fair enough.
in all competitions.
Right. So now we've just spoken about that, so that's a great discussion, and I've got to be fair, there's actually a lot of people discussing it with each other, and it's kind of friendly, so shout out to the nation watching the live stream. But now, that's all the games broken down. Let's turn to our 5 players of the week then, shall we? And we'll start off with Goggsy 99er.
Right, so my 5. 5th place, I'm going for Considine for his goal at Livingston. 4th, I'm going to go for Ryan Jack with his performance on Sunday. 3rd, I'm going Hickey for his goal. 2, I'm going for Defoe, and 1, I'm going Edwards.
Nice.
CJ looks very confused.
He just picks a goal scorer. That's Goggsy.
He's picked the fucking goal scorer. He's picked
Yeah.
Considine, he was shite. They literally got behind him 4 times. What are you doing right now?
I couldn't
He's picked
Wait, did
fucking
you get
Considine
Considine?
for 5th place, so I went for Considine.
Considine?
Aye.
Each to their own,
And
ladies.
Buckley.
Each to their own.
That's worse than
Aye,
your last
fair
week
play,
picking
man.
Bolly. That's fucking
Fair
worse.
play.
You only got 2 on your
Hey,
Arsenal. I also
hey,
scored
Bolly had a
back
cracking
up.
game against Hamilton. I was right to pick him.
Exactly. So,
Right. Can I go now?
Right, aye, fuck it. Who is it? Bolly?
Number 5, Bolly, and
Yeah,
Gallagher.
Bolly.
Right, no. Right, my top 5, I'm going to quickly jump through. I struggled for a 5th place this week. I had 4. It was once, like, you look at the games and the quality this week was absolutely shocking. All around the league, I thought. So I struggled for a 5th place, so I just shoved the 4 in because of the goal scoring. But at number 4, I've got Aribo. Thought he played really good against St Johnstone. 3rd place, I've got Forrest. Don't know if you've got what's his performance seen, but Forrest thought I had a cracking game. 2nd place, I've got Edward, and top of the list, I have got Hickey.
Nice.
I just want to say, by the way, because someone keeps mentioning it, yes, Jermaine Defoe's 4th goal was offside, but again, if you want to say the referee's biased or anything like that,
No, it was on.
well, yeah, you've seen that. I've seen your line, Div, but I just want to say the guy keeps saying the referee was biased for Rangers. You need to go
I'll get
to
it
the
up.
penalty. Look at the penalty decision. So I mean, just be fair. He got it wrong then, and he got that wrong. So I wasn't going to say he was biased towards Rangers. He's just shite, utter shit. And while Div gets that up, I will give you my top 5. I'm actually. You only go, Div, actually, if it's there.
So this is for BT Sport. This is it. This is the rightfully decisioned Defoe goal, where he's clearly onside, as you can tell with the line.
Is that
I've
VR?
actually-
Is that VR?
That's my own one, aye.
I thought that.
And I've actually got the. Oh, have I? No. I thought I had the picture of the goal that was scored as well, the goal line technology one. Clearly a goal for me. Like, it hits the net, do you know what I mean?
Right, I'll give you my 5, and I'm going to put out a wee bit I don't know if it's a wee bit dirty, but I went with anyway. I'm putting number 5, by the way. I put Alan McGregor because I thought that save was absolutely outstanding. His 1-on-1 save for Michael O'Halloran. That is a game changer for me. O'Halloran's in behind the defence. He gets out as if he's a 20-year-old. Spreads his body like Schmeichel in his prime. Saves it. That is a game changer. That woke us up and won us the game, in my opinion, because we came out 6 minutes later and absolutely slapped them. Number 4, I went with Stuart from Ross County. I thought he bullied them again.
Yeah, he played a good game, yeah.
Another goal. He took his header well. I thought he was brilliant. He was so confident with his body, his feet. He's a big lanky lad, but he's got skill. He's got everything. It doesn't make sense to me. So I rate him quite high. Like number 3, I went with Edward. I thought he took his goals very nice, as he always seems to do. Number 2, I went with Izzy. I thought for Hearts, that's who I went with.
Is it Gary?
No. Even he wouldn't pick himself right now. And number 1, I went with Ryan Jack. I thought that performance, 2 assists, should have had a 3rd assist. He put Morelos through on goal. The stuff he done in his own line and the corner flag, he had 2 people run him, skint them both, foot a pass. What did he finish with? 93% passing accuracy or something like that. Makes forward passes from the midfield as well. I just thought he was absolutely outstanding. Ryan Jack, had to be.
Mm-hmm.
On you go, Devon.
Nice. Number 5, I've got Machinima. I thought that he played really, really well. He was outstanding. Very good. Quick thinking for the goal. A couple other moments in the game as well. I thought it was really dangerous. Number 4, I've got Gardyne from Ross County. Thought his pass through for the first Ross County goal was really good, and he was bright in other spells. I thought that he had a good game. Number 3, I have got Hickey for his goal, obviously, and it's a big moment for Hearts. Got him in at number 3. Number 2, I've got Edward for his 2 goals. And I thought the second goal was particularly really nice, the movement and the finish.
What he's good at, yeah.
And number 1, I have got Ryan Jack. I've also went with Ryan Jack. I thought he was outstanding. Managed to get himself 2 assists. And the pass, especially for the Morelos goal, I thought was great with the left foot. Curls it right round. And then, do you know what? There could have been a number of players I thought I struggled with my top 5 this week. Really did. Like leaving it Defoe with 2 goals as well was hard to do. Davis had an outstanding game. Uche, aye, he did do that.
Golly.
Bolingoli, probably not going to go with him, right?
He actually had quite a decent game.
What did you even start me this week?
He did have a decent. No, maybe not.
Come on, look, had like 2 shots, mate. Like, what are you talking about?
Going forward, he was great.
Do you know what? Who else had a great game? I'm going to butcher his name, but it's the Killie goalkeeper. I thought he kept him in it. Brenescu is probably not how you say it, but I thought he was outstanding.
Bolingoli missed a sitter in the game now that I think of it.
Never made the highlights. Propaganda. They want us to believe Bolingoli's brilliant, so they never put it in the highlights.
Great player.
I just want to say, by the way, Joe Lewis almost made it in my top 5 until he made that massive mistake, because you look at his 3 one-on-one saves.
You're the exact same. He was my 5th player.
Was he?
He was my 5th player.
The mistake's a belter, but I just thought he's free. When you say 3 one-on-one saves, you should get a shout. So Joe Lewis kept his team in that there and obviously snatched the win versus Livy. But now we turn our attention to the old predictions, and this is when we hand it back to you guys as well. So make sure we get involved, and I will read them out. And Ryan, you want to update us on who won what last week?
Yes, so last week we got a 3-way split at the winners column. That was between CJ, Div and myself.
No.
Sorry.
Get in there.
Sorry. CJ, Goggsy and myself. I just seen Div celebrating on the screen and thought he was one of them. Between us 3, the only correct score prediction. The only correct score prediction made was by CJ.
Stop it, you.
2, Hibs 1.
That's channel favourite day. Fucking never in doubt.
Lovely. Before we get into the predictions, we'd just like to I just give a special shout out to someone from down south who actually watches the show.
God's here.
And that is a good mate, Scott, who would like to give a shout out to the Leicester boys and a thank you to, as he calls, the Brodge.
Can I just ask you one question? How does he spell boys? Does he spell it like a normal human being, or does he put a H randomly?
He spells it like a normal human being.
Right, he's fine. You're welcome to it. Thanks for watching the show.
Shout out to the Leicester boys. That's what I wanted to say. So anyway, first game of the predictions to go with. We are going to start off with my 2 favourite teams, of course. Hibs against Celtic at Easter Road.
Oh!
A cheeky wee one there. CJ, you can kick us off as we head over to the capital.
Perfect. I'm actually excited to see if you're picking both teams to win this week, Ryan. I don't know how you're fucking getting that. That's going to be exciting. A call off. I'll go. I'm getting back Celtic this week. I thought they would draw because of the European games and everything like that, but cup game midweek, I think they'll get back, and I think they'll spank them 4-0.
Wow.
Hibs are putrid to watch.
Neil Lennon returning back to the road, of course, after his bust up.
Everyone hide the chairs. Hide the chairs. Lennon's coming. Hide the fucking chairs. He'll throw them.
So I'm confident, but I'm not as confident. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Celtic man.
2-0.
Oh my god,
Div.
You really do love Hibs, don't you? I think that Celtic are going to win 6-0. Seriously?
I hope so.
Gogs.
Superb, Gogs. Fight.
We're going for a 3-0.
No. Not available.
What?
Are you getting a prediction there, Gog? Sorry, just like try again one more time.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not a bad machine.
Celtic.
I'm going to put down.
Goggsy, what I do is send it to me in the chat right now, and I'll read it out for you, right? All right, mate. Send it in the chat, Goggsy.
Can you hear me now?
No, send it in the chat.
Right.
Right, okay.
Right, I'm going to read
Okay.
out the people's opinion while we do that as well.
I'm doing it.
Connor Mitchell writes in 3-1 Celtic. Olivia writes in 3-0 Celtic. Scott Castle writes in Hibs 2-0. Moan the bottom. Well, Adam Oliver writes in 4-0 Celtic. Peaceful Warrior writes in 3-0 Hibs. And Alex Dixon writes in 2-1 to Celtic, an old channel favourite.
I think Goggsy's still receiving my message. I said
Can you
to
hear
him
me
a couple of minutes ago about putting it in the chat, so I'm still actually waiting on Goggsy.
I have a feeling. I do think he said 3-0 Celtic.
Came out as one of young See when you do podcasts or live, you're like, never let it go quiet. But every time I've got to speak to Goggsy, it goes quiet.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, right, we'll jump on. He said 3-0. So, we're heading to whatever it's called nowadays. Hamilton versus Livy, the Battle of the Plastic Parks. Goggsy, would you like to try and kick us off?
You're a bastard, right? Hold your hands up! You clown! We can
Aye,
see
Goggsy, just do the horn gestures.
2-0.
2-5.
Is it
What
a film? 2 words.
does that mean?
Rock.
Right, good boys. Right, anyway. Div.
See, man.
Mate, I forgot who the teams are. Sorry, man.
Hamilton
I
and
just
Livy.
became mesmerised with Goggsy. Hamilton and Livy. I'm going to go for a 1-0. Cheers, Goggsy. I'm going 1-0 to Hamilton.
1-0 Hamilton. Oh, that's my prediction. I've wrote it in. Oh, shite.
See, every time you say that, Ryan, I have a flashback to what you said last season and I fucking
Aha.
smile.
Funny.
That was brilliant. Wasn't it?
No.
That was my ringtone.
Can't wait to the cup games.
I'm going to go for a prediction of 1-0 Livingston, the other way around. CJ?
I believe Livy will bounce back, especially being on plastic. It's like they've never been away from home. So I will go 2-0 Livy win. 2-0.
2-0 everyone. Okay, doke.
Sorry, some of the people's as well, sorry. Mark Mitchell writes in a 1-1 draw. Ben writes in 2-1 to Livy. Blue Rangers just writes oh. That must be to Goggsy. So Billy K writes in 2-1 Hamilton, so that's good to see him getting some love there. And the last one read out comes from Thomas McGill, sorry. He writes in 2-0 Livy as well.
Just to confirm, Goggsy has predicted 2-0 Livy.
Is he? Right, I
yep.
thought it was a movie with 2 words.
That's on. Right, so the next game to move on to, CJ, will come to you first. It's not an entertaining one. Kilmarnock, Ross County.
Oh, actually, that might surprise you because County will come there to play. I'm getting back. Let me go back to it. Kilmarnock 2-1. I'll go 2-1.
Kilmarnock 2-1. I'm going to go for 1-0. I think, despite LSU's team looking hungry, I think Ross County are just as hungry. Div?
I'm going to go 1-0 also. I don't think Kilmarnock are firing no cylinders in terms of scoring goals. I think County will get a big goal. Go 1 each.
And Goggsy?
I'm going to go a 1-0 win for Ross County.
We heard it. 1-0 Ross County.
Oh, 1-0 Ross County. There we go.
There we go. Right.
I thought you said thanks. I thought you said hello, because that was the start of the show. Right, we'll go Zevide Zert. What a name that is, sir. Writes in Kelly 3-0, sorry. Lee Monroe writes in 3-2 County. JFC Cam writes in 1-0 to Kilmarnock. And Olivia writes in 2-2.
Fantastic. Right, it is over to Ibrox. Rangers, Aberdeen, Gogs.
It'll be 3-0 Rangers. I think Aberdeen were shocking this weekend. So
my scores, man.
Dev, I take it that means you're going for 3-0 Rangers as well?
Aye.
You're going to go with a 3-0 Rangers. I am going to go with a Rangers win, but I'm going to say it's closer. I'm going to say 2-1.
See, before I give you my opinion on it, right, can I just ask Goggsy, see with the Motherwell covers, see whenever you have anyone over, do you always just say, like, this is Goggsy in there covering it this far back tunnel? Is that what you shout?
And he just repeats it. Every time he comes out the far back tunnel.
Keep it at home, son. That's what we like to see. Well done, lad. Well done.
PG content.
PG, we're keeping PG-13 here on the channel.
Yeah, demonetised.
Ashley writes in Rangers 4-0. Charlie Penman writes in the famous free, the sheep nil. Ben writes in 6-1. James Hunter writes 5-0 to Rangers. Alex Dixon writes in 4-1 to Rangers. And the last one we read out comes from Connor Mitchell, and he writes in 3-0 Rangers. For my prediction, by the way, tune in the day before and you can find it on the channel. Cheers. Half my
Lovely. Heading back to St Johnstone, who are at home once again, as they take on Goggsy's mob, Motherwell. CJ.
Don't even piss me off with this game, man. Jeez,
Right,
can we just call it off? Huh?
I would
Like
love
a
to.
fucking Gale
I would love
hailstorm.
to.
I'll back Motherwell to come back to win. I'll go 2-1 Motherwell.
2-1 Motherwell. I am going to go with a stinker of a 0-0.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking 0-0, but I changed it to...
That is my 0-0 prediction of the day. Div.
3-0 Motherwell.
Oh,
Yeah.
quite the opposite.
Hi.
And
I think Goggsy's just had a aneurysm or something.
Goggsy's stuck in the Undertaker
What a
rest.
fucking Dracula there. Did you see that? He'll lash out Wakanda forever.
Goggs, if you can hear us, your prediction.
I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for St Johnstone.
There's 2 Goggsy's there. Alright, great.
Right, people's predictions.
Oh,
CJ.
sorry. I love hearing you say the people's predictions, by the way, Ryan. That's actually quite good. You should start saying that. Keemstar writes in 1-0 to St Johnstone. Rangers fan Bairn writes in 2-1 well. And last one read out. I know. It comes from MJD7. He writes in 3-1 to Motherwell. Actually, a lot of love for Motherwell coming in. I think it's gonna be a draw though, but I'll stick to my guns with my.
After last weekend.
Not a fucking word of that. Superb. Right.
And the final game, the final prediction of the episode is hopefully Goggs gets his internet fixed. We are heading to St Mirren's second consecutive home game, and it's St Mirren versus Hearts. I was going to ask Goggs first, but I mean,
We've not got the time.
Straight he hears it.
He's
Wait
frozen.
till he hears it. He'll come back in about a minute and interrupt Ryan when he's talking.
I know.
Aye.
Div, I wait for Goggs' prediction in the chat 'cause it looks as though he's frozen, just sawed in there.
No,
For fuck's sake.
Cheers, Goggsy. So I'm expecting actually Hearts to kick on a wee bit. Because St Mirren haven't been playing too well either. Like, they've not been getting results. So I think it'll be 1-0 to Hearts.
On the Hearts. I believe it could go the other direction with a St Mirren win if only they had somebody who could finish it. So I'm going to have to go with Hearts as well, and the same as you, a 1-0 win. And CJ.
I will actually go with a 2-0 Hearts win. The renaissance of Craig Levein has begun, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, multilingual.
Oh,
And Goggs has actually went with a 1-0 St Mirren win.
has he?
Yep, in the chat.
Did he
put
fucking
1-0.
tell you that through
Cheers,
fight?
Goggs.
Yes.
Just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Oh,
Yep.
I muted him a long time ago. Gonna be awesome.
Alright, you.
By the way, we've not picked a goal of the week last week. We actually forgot. So before we actually finish up, let's go around the audience, the guys here, and see what the goal of the week is. So we'll start with you, Goggs, in an hour.
Can I still pick Seedorf from last week?
No, that's done, mate.
I mean, I try my best. I fucking.
I know that you're still living last week, but
Kids, that's his stream just finished for last week's game.
aye.
That's it. From this week,
Cheers, Goggsy.
Cheers, mate.
Ken, we'll go.
Perfect. So thinking about it. It's the main
Aye,
thing.
that's great.
The main thing is, Goggs, you've given it a lot of thought. That's what I really rate.
I like it, aye.
Come back to me on this one. I'll be back.
Alright, Goggsy, we'll wait it this out, mate. We're no live, it's fine.
It's fine, mate.
Right,
Get on your feet here. Well done.
aye. What me gonna?
Aye, Ryan, please, for the love of Christ.
I'm gonna go with my boy. Steve.
How do you spell boy?
Oh yeah, it has to be my one.
Wait, how do you spell it, Ryan?
BHOY.
Aye, that's irrelevant then, so your point doesn't matter. Right, dive over to yourself.
Mine's a St Johnstone goal.
Oh, Morelos. Oh wait, right,
No.
St John's.
No, see the worst part about that when you first said that there, Div, I was sitting thinking to myself, what was St Johnson's going?
Goggs has like infected my brain. I was like, wait, Who was St Johnson playing?
Yeah, the fact that Goggsy didn't say his own team's goal when it was a marvellous piece of play
I know,
is
that was
bewildering.
actually my first pick. If you can see it was scrubbed out, Motherwell Campbell, and then I decided, no, what, Malin.
I'm going to go... I kind of want to go Malin because I think it's the best technical goal. But I just think the importance of the game, I'm not just picking it because I'm biased. I normally always pick it different. I'm no Ryan that picks ball in the top 5. I'm actually going to go with Morelos just because of how important it was and the fact that it runs for the halfway line. So I'm going to go with that. That's going to be my goal of the week. So
can I just use a backup point of defence before we end?
Back up defence, see if you say fucking Bolly. I swear to God.
If you look at Chris
put the pen down, Ryan. Come on.
If you look at Chris Sutton's team of the week last week, Bolly Bongoli is in at left back.
Can I just ask you, who did Chris Sutton play for? Thank you. Right, and that's us going to be ending this week's show. Ryan, want to tell them where they can find you on the internet, mate?
They can find me on YouTube at Ryan Momonet and on Instagram and Twitter at Ryan Stephen.
You've just started your own career mode as well, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Super. How many episodes are you going to do? I've been asked to ask you by a lot of people.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, only time will tell.
You're going to have
look, FIFA 16, we hit 50. FIFA 17, we hit 50 episodes. Ever since then, we have barely hit 5, but we can try. We can try.
Super. I was asked by a lot of people to ask you that, so cheers for sending that one in, troops. Right, Goggsy, where can they find you? I'm going to say on the internet, but I don't think on the internet.
No, I'm not on the internet. On YouTube at Goggsy99. On Instagram at GoggsySan.
Cheers. If you want to get a hold of Goggsy, just get a fucking pigeon. Like Harry Potter, and just send a letter. Find them.
I would just like to add that my mate from Leicester has added that this is not a representation of what Wi-Fi is like in England.
It's because he's got the Scotland flag on his bed. It's just the Wi-Fi's just not gone in there. It's like, I'm not going in there. Fuck that. Right. I mean, I didn't care what's happening here. This is like watching porn for like 2002. Watch for LimeWire. What's happening here?
It just keeps buffering.
Right, and Dev, want to tell them where they can find you on the internet?
You know what's even better?
I'm just actually... Like, you've disappeared, Goggsy. He's putting on his invisibility cloak, isn't he?
Fucking God, where is he?
Goggsy!
You there, mate? Gogs, are you there? No. Right, let's finish up, Dev. Where can they find you on the internet, mate?
Yeah.
YouTube.com. Alright, cheers, Goggsy. YouTube.com/sharpdiv or sharpdiv on Instagram and sharpdiv7 on your Twitter.
Perfect. And I've been Siege0over92. Thank you for tuning into this chaotic episode of the Spfl show. Hopefully, something happens with Goggsy, or he's just getting punny.
Can somebody just buy him fucking Wi-Fi or something?
I'll do it. Goggsy, send me. I'll pay for it. Fuck it. Can't be bothered. Right. I've been CJ. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. And bye.
Bye.
And then that's Goggsy talking as well as